Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts, Commander. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. Acknowledged. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Without Auntie's choice or the Order's help, you will have to face Horizon Point's dangers alone. Failure to make preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring. Agents are encouraged to establish themselves as a friend to colonists and other local entities. These relationships can be effective points of exploitation at a later date.
Congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the Archive is well and truly under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a Protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally, lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you. Then it is fortunate that you are so well placed to do exactly that, with the Order's help. As if predetermined, your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this, when the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will have the full support of the Order and Auntie's Choice. I will, of course, organize our forces from here.
Welcome back, Agent. I trust Laplace's garden is treating you well? In what manner can I assist you? Cool. Look at me, as giddy as a first-year novice. All right, let's listen. No, this isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here are entirely in opposition with what the Order stands for. I don't suppose you have any other recordings less filled with, despair? Philosophism? What's that? Well, that sounds horrible. It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation of their studies. Sad, but perhaps not unforeseeable. Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications if other members of the Order were subjected to such nonsensical rantings. Please understand, what's been recorded here borders on heretical. Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational, and inalterable. These proofs reject all of that reason in favor of some ineffable manifestation of personal will. No, of course. You're right. Rejecting data out of hand only leads to confirmation bias. I will preserve the logs, if only to study where these scienticians went wrong. I believe I promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually.
The corporate stooges and the Order were good for only one thing, laying waste to one another. Now they are allies? I'm disturbed by the implications of this alliance. But the Protectorate will yet prevail. Mark my words.
Figures that after all our time avoiding rifts, our next mission has us heading right toward one. But that suits me fine. You know I can't go a day without attempting some heroics in the face of danger. Soon as you're ready to travel there, I'll be standing alongside you.
I'm going to miss talking to Marisol. It was like talking to myself if my tendencies had been channeled into an acceptable form.
Never thought I'd see the day the Order stoops so low as to pal around with Auntie's choice. Because that's just what the galaxy needs. A corporation empowered by intellectuals, and a religion now in bed with the almighty Bit. Nothing can go wrong there. Never been much of a fan of surprises. Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing and really funny. This unit is available to answer any queries.
So I'm another purple berry to love. Your favorite non-alcoholic vodka condensate. Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume. With
as your fearless leader known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear. I do enjoy. attach as much as...
Please reconsider your choice of target.
Watch where you point that thing! Heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality enjoy an artificial existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice. Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest emotions report. Starting with Dr. Rasmussen, demoted from...
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability is severely limited. Let this be the first courageous leap you make into a fresh, pioneering new career.
As they say, time is capital, time is bits. You're burning lucre just standing there. Go!
Less stressful. Oh, I just received an addendum on a late-breaking and quite literal termination. Dr. Rasmussen, new site sanitation manager in experimental operations, is deceased. Apparently the victim of workplace hostility. Oh, what a shame. Well, these...
A ballad for our ages, a thing of legend, to be passed down from monarchy to each successive generation. Spacers, Roman and his master, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer Tyler, for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers' goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that move...
You can do it!
Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo.
Apologies. This unit's conversation module is
Could sure use more contractors like you on the payrolls.
Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money...
tired of... I think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity. If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it!
If you lost it, I feel I should address any allegations you may have heard regarding bloodstains on my inventory. Just means it's been well loved. Tell me what you need. Can do. Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
Doctor here. Get your stitches.
My gear has the My folks didn't raise no fashion monger, but they did raise a bloodthirsty opportunist. I'd like to think I'm making them proud. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide. I got rags, fineries, and everything in between. Garments here. Come ganderize.
Meals currently sold with both salt
Glad there are
and
people
pepper.
out here like
Available
you.
today.
Yes.
Oh, if you became violently ill after eating here, please feel free to write our all an angry letter, then burn it. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, iceberg-aged whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Palo. Current customer is not Prospero Palo. Unit cannot vend to customer. Unit is not familiar with that recipe. Scanning. Customer has not transfigured into Prospero Palo since last visit. Unit cannot vend alcohol until this occurs. Unit cannot see due to extensive oil splatter residue on ocular lens. Presently using heat measurement instruments to sense customers. All wares were at some point cooked fresh. Error. Roach sales grandstanding not found.
Bye from me? Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellania for sale. Well, none taken. I never intended to be. But when life breaks your jaw and shoots out your knees, may as well learn to get good at crawling, right? Be happy to show you. My contraptions don't explode no more.
I truly expected our neighbor to thank me for turning in her daughter.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my story.
Any friend of the broker is a friend of mine. Libations or information? What's your poison?
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous. My friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe? You, my friend, remind me of my critics. Very well. Everyone knows that the free market's cap is a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure. Indeed she did. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again, and now I must get ready for my set.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection. In the wake of my defeat, I've taken a brief break. I'm contemplating what I might collect next. I've heard sprats are rarely born with mutations like extra toes and acid vision. Perhaps I'll start an exotic sprat farm. Then I could pit my sprats against opposing farm sprats. Battle sprats. Imagine the merchandising opportunities. Eat your heart out, Auntie Cleo. Behold.
If it is... grievous bodily harm on other people. I've got it.
It's you. What happened? Did you ever find Augustine? Is she alive? Please, tell me. I suppose that was inevitable. And probably for the best. I suppose she'd say she's now one with the equation. Well, before the Consul took over, my biggest problem there was avoiding Auntie's choice workers trying to sell me things. Or get me to move to Fairfield. It was easier to avoid any random Protectorate patrols than to convince those charlatans I didn't want what they were selling. But after what happened to the Sovereign, I became frightened. Too frightened. I had to get away from there. I started working for Sub Rosa, as unbelievable as that is, even to me. Seemed my best chance to stay alive, have a place to live, people to talk to.
You and Sub Rosa. We're a good team.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Maybe he isn't beyond reason. Wishful thinking, I know.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I'm along for the ride if you'll have me. I want a front seat view of this rift.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.